Welcome back, everybody. Here we are on the first day of the weekend for, not really the weekend, but the first day of our GSA matches in a row. Starts every Wednesday. I'm not Zelda. I'm here with Ian. Hey, Ian.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Nice. We were just talking about our busy days, but we came back just to commentate for you guys. How you doing, chat? Today we have a match between Shoujo and Doomsday. If we take a look at the stats here, Shoujo has 2 wins and 2 losses, and Doomsday has 1 loss and 3 wins. So if he defeats Shoujo today, they'll be tied up. But of course, it's more than just wins and losses. It's overall points and matches and averages. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So what are you thinking, chat? Who are you going to root for? And Ian, what are your thoughts?
I am just excited to watch some Mario Maker and to talk about Mario Maker while watching it.
Yeah, it's an exciting match for sure. These runners are pretty good, pretty competitive. Can't wait to see this run. And here we go with the first set. 4 coins to win. Let's do clear mission. Oh, they're talking about red coins.
Ah, okay. We got them both going to the left immediately.
Goomba room. There's a coin. Easy coin to get.
Nice pound.
Watch that door, though.
Shoujo dying. Restarting, looks like.
Yeah, those Goombas are sneaky.
Got some thwomps in this room.
Oh, gotta watch the... You can't bounce too high on them because of the spikes. But Doomsday doing okay so far. Hasn't died yet.
Shoujo got that first red coin. Going to that thwomp room now.
Well, Ian on his third. Got a boom boom. He doesn't have to fight it, though. Just gonna avoid it.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Just wanted to give it another hit, though,
Yeah,
just because.
Yeah, just to check. I like how there's, like, indicators in the walls about what each one is.
I noticed that when he went to the boom boom one, too. Some good level design.
All these moles are my bane. A little peek at the flagpole there.
Doomsday now has all 4 red coins and the key. Shoujo just barely behind.
He's racing to the blue pipes. Is this the end?
Yes, it is.
So, Doomsday getting the first win. First clear, I should say. Sometimes I mix up clears and skips, but it's not my fault because I learned that from another announcer. But I'm trying to say clears instead of wins and skips instead of clears. Anyway, we're tied up here. Sorry about my squeaky chair, everybody.
I don't even
fix that.
Oh.
Okay, good. So we have a nighttime level, and things are weird at night. Mushrooms, poisonous mushrooms, like the one Doomsday just died to, follow you, and good mushrooms go away from you. So things are weird at night.
Looks like they're both right about the same part. Shoujo's a little bit far ahead right now. It looks like Doomsday died a second time.
Same mushroom.
Shoujo going right. Oh, that was a nice quick level.
Yeah. Third attempt for Doom. There, he made it to the bonds. He should be okay now. He's carrying that Galumba and throwing it because they can come alive and get you. But there's the end.
Going up to the next level, 45.
Anybody in chat have any emotes from these two players? Want to cheer them on? I'd like to see cheerleaders in chat.
So now we have to defeat all 8 of these Koopas. Gotta find them first, of course. Well, there's the end goal.
And sometimes when you have an enemy count to defeat, like 8 or, you know, sometimes it's 99 piranha plants. It sounds like a lot, but sometimes it's a star and you just run through them. So you gotta check them out. Looks like Doom found most of them, and he got all 8.
Yeah, or sometimes they're all in a row like this, and you don't have to search around for them, which is nice.
You want to play it out a little bit instead of immediately skipping, just to see what it's about. But sometimes a coin hunt or an enemy hunt will take a while. But both tying it up about the same time here. As long as Shoujo doesn't fall. There it is.
A really tight race right at the start. Very nice. Both 3 clears for each racer.
Doom got the world record on that, by the way. I like to always point that out.
He's just that good.
Hey, thanks for saying I need an emote, Ness. A not Zelda emote. Ian, what would your emote be?
A little baby sky bison.
Perfect. Alright, so both of them died into lava first time around, but it's kind of a tricky level. There's some hidden jumps and stuff you gotta make.
What is that called? Not a shell met, a shell boat.
Like a bond shell. It's interesting because you can go flat in it and not take damage.
The mechanics for that
You can also
that shell is really nice.
You can also jump on Podoboos, which are those fire things jumping up right now. But Shoujo lost hers, and so with that hit, she takes an immediate death.
We have Doomsday going through that pipe now, jumping on some blue platforms and falling down into a pipe that I don't even think he realized was there.
So that is Shoujo's first skip. I got my trusty paper and pencil this time instead of pen. I need to erase because sometimes I write in the wrong spot, but that's Shoujo's first skip out of 3. Meanwhile, Doomsday clears that level, so he goes ahead by 1 win.
Shoujo taking out that muncher, going in through that door. Doomsday just waiting on the course to finish.
We go to get the key and avoiding the fire. Going through the key door.
I'm grabbing that checkpoint.
There's a checkpoint. Yep. Checkpoints are good. Now the fireball's going in the opposite direction.
Both on the same level now. Doomsday with 4 clears, Shoujo with 1 behind.
I hurry and get these coins before it comes back around. She got it. Plenty of time. More fire.
Some on and off switches too. Looks like Doomsday's actually catching up, not far behind right now. At least on this level, anyway.
Just a simple enter the room and go through the door level, but with some hazards in the way. And then there's checkpoint, second checkpoint.
Looks like this is the last room.
That was hard for me to read at first.
It took me a second too.
It's like chat's helping me keep track of my skips this week. Because last week I wrote the skips in 2 different places and combined them on accident. But Shoujo getting her clear. And tying it up, but Doomsday not far behind. More rooms here.
You're now tied at 4 clears. I don't know if you mentioned that.
Yep. We tied up at 4 clears, but Doomsday, this is his last, as you can see. Last room. Didn't get to see the record time on Shoujo's level. I did see it was a 9-second clear record though, or 9%. Sorry, 9% clear. But getting the clear and both of them tying it up. But again, Doomsday has all of his clear left, and Shoujo already used one.
That was a quick level for Shoujo too.
Yeah, pretty good pace. We might be on a double digit for each one if we keep this up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the world record was 8 seconds. I can see it now on Doomsday's screen.
This should be a quick level for Doomsday, seeing how fast Shoujo just went through it too.
Her
Not
world
a very
record.
long level.
Yeah, the next level is which she just skipped was a 1.5-minute world record, and so that was her second skip. Yeah, with only 1 clear as well. So that means Doomsday goes ahead here. I believe
Doomsday just
they're
running out
tied
of
up.
time on that one.
Oh, okay. But does he have 5 clears as well though? I thought they were tied up.
Oh yeah, I think they are.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, there we are.
So I thought that when he hit that axe, which he just missed with time, that he would be ahead by 1, but he hasn't hit it yet. But I've been known to be wrong in this.
And now we got it. Shoujo not even worrying about that Bowser. That Bowser's a little late, didn't even realize what was going on.
But she also hit axe, so she ties it up. I was gonna say she goes up by 1, but nope. Both of them axed it in the last few seconds, so tied it up again. It's exciting, but
this is a very close first round.
Yeah, they're skipped 2. So
oh, that's true. That is true.
Yep. By the way, she got the world record.
Looks like Doomsday just had his first skip as well.
Thanks for pointing that out. I was looking at show. Was it the 1.5-minute one?
I think so.
Next one that he's on is a 20-second world record. So
dying to those piranha plants right there.
And meanwhile, Shoujo's 6% clear, 1:12 world record, and it's a wind level.
Yeah.
Very clear. Oh, she's gonna try again. Tough to jump over those and win.
It's just wind levels are mostly just about patience.
People make mistakes and rush it because they aren't patient. Good avoidance of that swamp. Good thinking. Oh boy. That's
Gotta get down that pipe somehow. Goodness.
Well, she could hit the boom and go over that one way.
I didn't see the I didn't see the one ways run all the way up.
She had to wait for him to go down, and they jumped a little bit. But Doomsday danced a little bit because he got his 7th clear, and that puts him ahead.
Shoujo's still trying this wind level though. I'm sure some racers would have just skipped it with seeing the wind.
It's a short level, and you can see the end. It's just tactics here. It's gotta, I would give it a few tries, but I always like to at the end ask what goes through a runner's head when they decide to skip. You never know. Everybody's different when they decide to skip.
She also only has 1 skip left too. Oh man, getting over that looked a little rough, but she got it.
Yep. Meanwhile, Doomsday just starting this level, but Shoujo ties it up with 7 clears here.
See, and decides to skip the win level immediately without even looking at it.
Oh, so he didn't. By the way, she got the world record. So he decides not to do that level that she just did with the win. So they're going on to the same level with the same amount of skips and the same amount of clears. I believe Shoujo has 7. Yes, there we go.
Got a Koopa car level now for Doomsday. I'm skipping right over those.
Everybody's favorite.
This seems like a pretty straightforward level. Pretty linear.
Yep, it's just telling you which pipe to go and you don't have to pick it. Gotta make sure you don't lose your firefly, which Shoujo just did. Because at the bottom of some pipes are enemies, but she manages to bounce off a Koopa and get in a pipe.
Doomsday falling into the void right there.
Looks like that was a troll below her for some power-ups. She avoids those. Is that ground? That is not ground.
Shoujo taking that same leap of faith and dying the same way.
Hey, wait, chat, I'm calling them Koopas this week and not turtles. Some of you decided to make fun of me because I said he grabbed a turtle last week and they were like, that's a Koopa. I feel you. Shoujo taking the car right into the bottle. She kept the car. Is it on the Goombas?
Doomsday's now trying one of those doors, seeing if it leads him anywhere. To the
did
bottom
not.
of the level. Alright.
He did, technically, but not where he wanted to go. They're still not skipping. I believe they still have 1 skip left each.
They do.
Yeah.
But it's good to save that for, I guess, a worse level than this?
Well, there's less than 3 minutes left, and they're tied up. Don't know if we're going to see an overtime, but they're both still on the level, so... sometimes it can be addicting. You feel like you've been in it a while, and you've seen the world record, so there's got to be an end somewhere close. This is our first Boom Boom we've seen.
Yeah, now being looks like forced to fight it, too. Gotta get that key.
She hide up in the... She's big, right? So how'd she fit up there? She crouched. Little pipe, is that the end?
So many spikes and Goombas, goodness. And there we go.
So with 2 minutes left, Shoujo takes a 1 clear lead. Doomsday in the same level. Oh, that is the end if he can stay alive. He did, so tied it up again. Nice.
Both players now at 8 clears. Going to the same level. Again, a tight race.
Yeah, even pretty much the whole time. They skip different levels and same levels and have the same clears, same time. It's exciting. I love overtimes and tiebreakers.
We're gonna have an underwater level, everybody's favorite.
It's a one screen puzzle as well.
It's like the scary maze game. That's how I feel about these water levels where you have to just swim your way through at tight quarters. Always reminds me of the scary maze game.
Oh, Shoujo made it, Doomsday did not. So he's probably going to attempt it again while Shoujo gets a head start on 1 more level. Meanwhile, she goes ahead by 1. If Shoujo doesn't clear this...
level, though, we should be able to get it.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't rush it. He rushed it at the end there in a saga. And this time, what are those things on the side called? The little electric octopuses. I don't know their name. Chat
Looks
usually
like
knows.
jellyfish. Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Shoujo looks like going through somewhat of a shell jump Kaizo level almost.
Yeah, I've seen her play these on her stream. She relishes them.
Those levels are always like fun to play and fun to watch.
Yeah, they even have people that make just shell jump levels, so you can practice. So you can look them up.
Ooh.
Oh, what was she supposed to do there?
Looks like she had to jump over the shell before the platform brought her to it, so that it was in between the one way.
Did Dooms? No, he didn't skip. He cleared that level, so we're tied up again.
Yeah.
I see. So we have 15 seconds left. If Shoujo makes it to the end, then she wins. But otherwise, we're gonna go to an overtime. Our first one.
5 seconds on the clock. Oh, there's the goal right there. Can she make it?
1. I don't know.
Was that a clear?
We're gonna. I
Oh
mean,
my goodness.
this is pre-recorded, so I don't know if they actually went to overtime.
Oh, looks like they gave her the 10th clear there.
Did? Oh, that was so close.
That was incredible. A photo finish.
Yeah. It was like 3, 2, 1, and she I don't know if she knew, like if she keeps her own timer and she just yeeted it. The leap of faith.
Oh, we have Milo telling us that she got it with about 0.4 seconds left.
What? 0.4 seconds? That's amazing. So no overtime in the first match. Shoujo takes it. That was exciting.
That level was called Welcome to the Jungle. I like those puns.
Welcome to the jungle. It's hilarious. I love puns. I made one last week and the chat seemed to like it. And up for round 2.
Both of them just getting ready, it looks like.
That was neck and neck. I had no idea who was gonna win.
Shoujo did have an incredible round.
Both did.
Both did.
I'm not sure why Jim's shaking his fist. He did great.
He did really well.
Yeah. It looks like a speed run is the next level. So 20 seconds. Probably a pretty tight world record. 19.
Okay.
Okay, so chat, this is a pre-recorded race. They weren't sure at the time until they went back and checked it later if Shoujo's last win counted. So they went ahead and played in overtime anyway. But now that we know, that Shoujo won, we're just gonna skip ahead to the second match. That's how we found out. If it was like live, then we would probably play overtime. But we've already found out the results, so we're gonna skip ahead. I mean, I don't know the results. The analytics team at GSA informed us just now. That's what we're waiting for. Anyway, who's cheering for who in this in the chat? I still haven't seen a lot of emotes or cheers for either runner, but I have seen some people be impressed because some people haven't even seen these guys yet. So, you ever visited their streams?
Some people are just fans of good competition.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel when I watch any live sport. I just want both teams to play well.
Yeah, like I got exposed to a lot of different SMM2 runners from this channel alone, because I usually just watch the same 3, but now I know dozens. So I'm really grateful for this channel for exposing like smaller streamers and stuff that are really good.
I am with you on that one. I was in the same boat.
Doom's your boy, Dash. Cool. Super Nintendo shirt on. I like that. I grew up with the NES in the 80s.
GameCube was my first console.
It was the 90s.
I did have a little bit of Super Nintendo growing up, but it was mostly Donkey Kong.
I played A Link to the Past on it and Mortal Kombat.
Ooh, both very good games.
I played a game on NES. I've been able to find at my local retro store called Skate or Die. Anybody ever play that? Pre-Tony Hawk. Okay, here we go.
Looks like we're just about to start the second round now.
54-second world record, 9% clear. Don't know what it says. Just puzzle solving and themed.
All right. We've got a new Super Mario Brothers level here.
A little bit of a
finding hidden spring pretty quickly.
And Shoujo skipping it pretty quickly. So that is her first skip already in this second match.
These hints on this level are fantastic. The one that Doom is playing.
Yeah, a bunch of arrows. Pretty linear. Just go from here to here.
Looks like Shoujo has a saw level. Just got to jump at the right times.
Into the pipe she goes. Meanwhile, Doom making more progress. He's big, so he can run through that and damage boost. Another saw coming up, so he has to keep looking for that mushroom, because that's the third saw he had a damage boost to, which is just cruel to me. But and, oh, there's a flagpole for Shoujo, so she gets the first clear. But again, she already skipped one. So keep that in mind.
Sometimes an early skip looks like it's a good strategy, getting that clear right away.
It's true, it worked for her last time. No runner using all 3 skips yet, so. Hard level expert, short and sweet. That's what she moved on to. Didn't get to see the world record on that.
Doomsday keeping that spring with him just in case.
There's that mushroom. You can throw the spring up and climb the vine. It's kind of tricky though. Yeah, he lost it. But there's another spring. And now he needs a key. Still doesn't want the other one. There it is.
Shoujo moving on to a bullet hell level of sorts.
Ooh.
Jumping between those spikes like a pro, keeping calm and collected.
Yeah, those precise jumps.
Getting damage a little bit there.
Not damage anymore. She's small now. Now she slows down a little bit because maybe she realized that. There's a propeller feller though.
Doomsday finding that key, making his way over to the door, and Shoujo getting her second clear.
Doomsday been on this one for quite a while now, 2.5 minutes, which is kind of long here, but I guess he's already committed at this point.
And he hasn't died yet.
There's
the finish. First clear
and if
for
he
Doom.
can get, yeah, if he can get the next 2 levels quick like Shoujo, then he might pull ahead because she's moving on to a 30-second one, which shouldn't be too hard. Precise jumps.
Some more mole hit boxes that everybody loves. Oh, dying to that little mini troll right there.
It hadn't landed yet. It was still in the parachute, so it's hard to tell when you're running like that because this is a speed run.
Right, she just had to not. She just had to not hit the on/off switch for that last one.
Sometimes they trick you like that.
Again, a shellment. Doomsday's now on this buzz level. Buzzsaw level? Saw level?
Oh, Shoujo lost her helmet and then got trapped in the corner by that swamp. I'm going to give it another try though, because she's made it about halfway through, I would say.
Doom is making some good progress on this level. And getting his second clear.
Oh, he pulls ahead. Well, Shoujo, this is where she died last time, up there at that flop, but she takes a different route this time. She's following up. She was following the shell above, but she didn't quite make it enough time, and it hit a note block and caused a chomper, monster, whatever they're called, to come down and get her. She's gonna try it another time because now she's made further progress each time, so she knows what to do.
The screen is showing Shoujo at 1 clear, but she's got 2 clears right now. Doomsday updating us in the chat. Thank you. I noticed that too. Oh, there we go. It's fixed now.
Anybody would know, you would, right? No spoilers. No. Thanks for helping us keep track. It's tough to keep. Endless Expert is tough to watch both screens and keep track of skips and stuff. So I appreciate when chat jumps in. I'm starting over because he knew that he should have probably grabbed that fire flower, so he could damage boost through the spikes. But trying it again.
Shoujo making a good play and not pressing down on those P switches by accident, which would have killed her on those spikes.
She gets her third clear, goes up by 1. And Doomsday got the fire flower that time and managed to use his iframes to not take damage right away. Is he gonna damage through this? Yep.
It takes
should be coming up.
It takes quick thinking to like be able to use your iframes at the right moments and realize that you have those little extra time to damage boost.
Yep. He sees the end there and ties it up.
Shoujo dying to that muncher right there.
I like to call them monsters. But they are munchers.
I call them monsters.
Monsters.
Nothing worse than dying to a muncher, I feel.
There's worse, but that is pretty, yeah. Especially if you don't see them. But they have a better hitbox than spikes, though.
This is
get
true.
around.
This is true.
Everything has a better hitbox than spikes. Meanwhile, Doomsday and the one Shoujo was stuck on for a little bit. He also died in the same spot where he hit the on-off.
Same trick.
And there's the end for Shoujo, and she goes ahead by 1 clear again. Making it 4.
Shoujo only with 2 skips, and I believe Doomsday still has all 3 of his.
We got the world record, by the way. Good job.
Very nice.
Onto a level where there's a 13-second world record, so it's an easy desert slide, speedrun short and sweet. We're going to Canada. Doomsday hit the on-off again, but he survived this time, but now that guy's in the way.
Oh, go trying to despawn, and it did work. Good job. Nice save.
Yeah, for sure. Good thinking. Got his helmet.
Shoujo sliding down all of these slopes and then just jumping right over that platform.
Yeah, she hasn't gotten a power up yet, so she has to kill the enemies by sliding or just avoid them in general, or spin jumping on them. That works too.
Got some bonsai bills coming up to jump off of and some falling platforms right into the finish. Very nice.
There she goes, up by 2. Doom hasn't used any of his skips yet, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets stuck in this level too long, because we're about halfway through. Is he considering skipping? No, he started over again. This course has a tight timers in this description. World record of 12 seconds.
Oh, Shoujo only has 1 skip left. I misspoke. Missing that mole, dying to the spikes.
Well, I only have 1 for Shoujo. I guess I missed 1.
Well, we got Doom and Kevin both saying that they are at 1 left.
I trust them. They're okay. So Doom just skipped this level. He waited a couple minutes to do it though, but Shoujo making it through the next levels that he's about to attempt pretty quickly, so he should be able to catch up. Although Shoujo is up by 2, and she just got another clear. So now she's up by 3. Ooh.
Some nice ice platforming there. Again, a mechanic everybody's sure to love.
45-second world record for this one coming up. 7 clears out of, I forget how many, but it said 5% clear rate.
Ooh, some donut platforming. Better than spring platforming, certainly.
It took me a while to learn how to bounce off donuts. Oh, missed the jump.
Ooh, Doomsday saving himself on that that little P-switch trap there that I mentioned earlier.
Thinking these runners have to think really fast. All right, he made it to the end and gets his 4th clear.
It is really quite impressive how fast these runners can think and save runs sometimes. I tend to just shut down and panic.
Imply in chat, they are playing the same levels. They start at the same time on the same level, but they have 3 skips, so that's why right now it shows them on different levels. Some of them can skip, and some of them can stay on the same level.
We see the finish right to the right for Shoujo, but looks like she has to go through a few pipes to get there first.
I thought it was a little tease. Fuchsia pipe.
Doomsday successfully clearing those munchers and hopping off that Koopa. Using those spring, keep his momentum. And Shoujo getting to the end of that level.
I'm not sure why she grabbed the P-switch, but...
Just in case. You never know when you might need it.
Just, yeah, my backup. Gotta carry it with me. But that puts her up by 3 clears again. So she's at 7.
Doomsday still on this level. Doing well, though.
He's pretty persistent. He doesn't like to give up too easily. He likes to, if he can see the end, or he's been through, like, if he feels half the level, then he wants to keep trying.
Getting stuck right there in that box before those blocks before they switch off.
Yeah, he bumped his head on the ceiling. Got kind of blocked off from getting red coins there from some Kaizos. So I don't know if she needs all the coins. Most runners just tend to skip them. They can find a way to cheese it. See all these Kaizos? Protecting the coins from her.
With Hammer Bros, yet another enemy everybody loves.
And here's the end for Doom. So he pulls the gap from 3 to 2. Pulls a little bit closer with a little less, or a little more than 3.5 minutes left.
Some star spike platforming from Shoujo right now.
There's the key.
Grabbing that key.
She's laughing about something. Maybe she just knew it was there. So it actually doesn't need the coins.
Looks like she's gonna have to... Oh, I thought she was big. I guess she's not.
She found another key, and that should be the end. Yep. They're laughing at her, but she found the end. I'm dying on the first jump of this slide level.
Ooh.
And the second jump.
Dying to that pokey. Just barely missing the jump.
Pokies are evil.
Dying to the exact same pokey.
So Shoujo onto a level with a 122 world record. I don't know if she's gonna stay. She exits. Yeah, anything over a minute she tends to skip. So I have that as her second skip. Chat, correct me. Oh, you guys were saying earlier.
Yeah, that should be her third.
I wrote 3.
But she's got
no more skip.
2.5 minutes left, so a pretty safe bet to skip there.
Of course, she moved on to one that says you have to grab all 170 coins, and she kind of rolled her eyes when she saw it, because that's what she moved on to. She actually skipped a level earlier that Doom cleared, and maybe she was thinking maybe she should have cleared it too.
However, it looks like this
they're all lined up.
Yeah, nice and easy. Oh, missed one there. Missed 2 now.
There, she got it.
It did say all 170 coins, right? So she does have to go back and grab that one. But good save.
Yep. A few more. There we go. So that was quick. Quicker than I thought it'd be.
Nice finish. Nice finish. Doomsday does still have 2 skips left after this.
Bowser has some troll is the name of her next level. Minute 8 clear time. How did he not die there?
Quick thinking.
Sorry, I was supposed to just think that in my head. I was impressed.
Again, both of these runners, very, very good players, very skilled, very impressive at everything they do.
Oh man, Shoujo was on a troll level. It's blocking her off. Meanwhile, Doomsday gets within 2. Yeah, he's behind by 2 now with less than a minute left. But Shoujo can't skip this level unless she wants to take a penalty. So Doom has a shot if he clears both of these in 30 seconds, maybe. She's a little confused about what to do next. She's blocked off again, seeing if something will appear. There's the mushroom, but it misses her.
Oh. Doomsday had just dodged those red cannonballs and then dying to one of the black ones.
And he skipped it, so that's...
1 skip left for him.
Yeah, but he's behind by 2 and he only has 20 seconds left. So I mean, it's good to get your clear count up, but I'm gonna jump the gun early and say Shoujo takes the second round. So we're gonna play all 3 rounds regardless.
Gotta get those points.
Shoujo just checking out more of the information on the level that she was stuck on. Maybe she just decided not to play anymore since there was just a few seconds left. Going back through some more levels, looking at stuff. Maybe seeing if she got the world record.
We're now moving on to round 3.
I like how Doom always seems like he's having a good time. He's bouncing his head. He's talking to... I don't ever see anybody with him, but he talks a lot. He has hand movements. And yeah. Seems like he's having a good time.
Just happy to be playing some Mario Maker.
Yeah. Who isn't? So...
Depends on what level you're playing, I think.
I don't speak Spanish, but it looks like the next level says difficult, maybe? Spoiler. I won't tell you the ending, maybe? I won't tell you the spoiler. It says 2-second world record. Is that right? 2 seconds? Am I reading that right?
Yes. My goodness.
Wow. 3% clear.
There must be some very, very tight platforming in this one.
Thank you, Sadu Valley.
Oh, and it looks like Doomsday just claimed one of the world records that Shoujo had.
Oh, yeah?
Notice that little pop-up on the screen?
Love it. I love world records. He's ready to go. All right, chat. Who's going to take round 3? Let us know in chat. Who are you rooting for? Will Doom take round 3, or will Shoujo get a clean sweep? I'm stretching
also,
out hands.
We are getting confirmation that is in fact difficult in Spanish.
Yeah, I saw that. Thanks to Sadu Valley for telling us. And Sans Goods. I don't know. Yeah, comebacks are good. I like comebacks and underdog stories and overtimes and tiebreakers. I like it to be exciting. I don't want someone to dominate. And these have been pretty neck and neck so far. But Shoujo taking the first 2 rounds so far.
Shoujo does have 2 wins, but I wouldn't say she was dominating. There was a very close race the first one, and the second one, Doomsday was not far behind at all.
I was playing catch up the whole time. He still had another skip at his disposal, but these levels can be addicting sometimes. And you just, if you see the end or you see half of it, you just want to try again. But here we go. Wow, Doomsday gets up on the first jump, and so does Shoujo. That was quick.
There was 300 seconds on that timer too, so they had plenty of time to wait. But with a 2-second world record, it makes sense.
Yeah, that was a clutch first jump. Did either of them get the world record? I didn't notice.
No, neither one did.
This one's just titled 5-second world record, so pretty short levels here. Oh.
Both of them taking ultimate rounds though.
Alright. Doom finding out his is blocked off though. And Shoujo getting her clear because she found the door. Doom's gonna have to go back left because that's the only way. Alright, now he's using the thwomps and he sees it. He'll be right behind her, but by the way, Shoujo got the world record. Doomsday will not get the world record, but he does get the clear, ties it up.
Yes, I'm a winner.
Shoujo did have the lore.
I don't think that was a title screen, but she just maybe knew that there was some cheese based on the world record.
Oh, getting stuck right there from a Kaizo block.
It says noob first troll level, so. And there's another one. And the third one, maybe the middle one, is her answer. Doom getting chain chomped. Nope, third one is also a troll, so.
So might have to wall jump their way up the coins.
Thought it was, but she wanted to try all 3. I'm still looking for more Kaizos, maybe. Doom finding out about the cloud trolls as well.
I'm gonna guess that they have to hit the P switch and then wall jump between the or get a shelmet and break the block.
I won't find out on Shoujo's side. You just used your first skip. Doom making it
And
though.
Doom getting a clear.
Yep, he pulls ahead. He's pulled ahead a couple times, but Shoujo just catches up and oh, the first one was back and back, and then Shoujo got a couple clear win, and the second one just stayed there. But Doom pulls ahead this time.
I would just like to say thank you to Kevin12208 for keeping track of the skips for us in the chat.
Shit, man, it's tough sometimes looking at two screens.
Thank you for
and
looking
then
out for us.
writing it down. Yeah, I appreciate it too, man. And Doom, but Doom already knows, so.
Doom's got the lore of the whole race.
Shoujo takes her third clear. Doom on the same level, just making some more jumps, and he'll be there in a second as long as he doesn't get spiked or anything.
And there he is at the finish.
All right. So, but I think Doom, because he didn't skip, Shoujo got the world record, by the way. Doom pulls ahead by 1, and he also has more clears, so a little bit ahead as far as advantage, but there's still plenty of time left.
Super Mario Brothers 3 level. Shoujo just breezing through it. Going to grab that checkpoint and that mushroom. Deciding not to go through the door and to just crouch through instead.
Shoujo's leap of faith did not serve her well. Her YOLO jump just got her in the flirp. The purple flirp. Doomsday
Nice.
still...
Doomsday has not reached the checkpoint yet. Shoujo taking a little damage boost on those chain chomps.
What the purple stuff's called. I just call it purple flirp. Meanwhile, Shoujo gets clear to tie it up.
Purple flirp is a good call for it, though. That's funny.
I like to say how people die by saying an enemy and an ED. Like you got chomped. So sometimes I say they got flirped.
Gotcha.
Nobody knows what I mean. Doom making his way. Ooh, he also damage boosted the chain chomps, and there's his clear. Yeah, I knew it was close. So he's still ahead by 1 with a little more than 10 minutes left.
So many chain chomps on this 3D world level.
So many,
I'm sorry,
plants.
piranha plants. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
They're chomping at you though.
they look the same.
Shoujo grabbing that clear.
Zoom in on Toadette. Celebrating. Here comes Doom on his attempt. Meanwhile, she moves on to a 1.5-minute world record level. I assume she's going to skip it after she looks at it for a second. It's a ghost house level as well. Not one of her favorites. They at least have to open up and go to the world. They can't just skip it without looking. But there is the skip. I'm pretty good. So that is 2 skips for Shoujo, none for Doom yet. I don't think he's died yet. He's just going a little slow, but making his way up. Flagpole should be pretty close. They don't give him a power up. Yeah, and he sees where he needs to go. He has 2 left. Patient, and there it is. So goes back ahead by 1. The one that Shoujo skipped, so we'll see if Doom does. He's still ahead by 1, so. And no skips, so we'll see.
Doom now moving on to the ghost house level. We'll see if he decides to. Oh, he just did a little motion in the camera. Doesn't look like he's gonna go through with it. Yeah, just skip him before he even takes a look at it.
Yep. I felt that was coming from both of them.
Especially a low
I always like to ask
level.
Yeah. Was it dark too? I didn't.
Yeah.
They skipped so quickly. I didn't actually get to look at the level, but a dark 1.5-minute ghost house. Yeah. Sometimes I ask at the end why you skipped a level, but I probably don't have to this time.
Yeah, don't.
No.
Any low visibility level would seem like an auto skip. Those don't seem too fun to figure out.
I was commenting on a race last week, and somebody had used all their skips and had to play an in the dark, underwater, low visibility level with boom boom fights.
Doomsday just grabbing the clear there. Boom boom fights underwater. My goodness.
Yeah. using your skips efficiently is important. But Shoujo gets a 6th clear, only behind by 1, with a little less than 8 minutes left. June's been ahead this whole time, but not by much. So we'll see if it gets any closer here. This is a 26-second world record, 3% clear rate. Chester's house. It says labyrinth though. It also says puzzle solving in multiplayer, so probably a maze? I don't see it yet.
Oh, Shoujo grabbing that key immediately. Going through that door, and it looks like Doomsday just skipped.
That would be her last skip then.
Or no, Doom skipped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's that Shoujo?
My bad.
That's so that means that he's one level ahead at this point because he used a skip on the level she's still on. Decides not to do the leap of faith. Finds himself in a subworld that's colder than the desert he was just in. Shoujo did skip that one though, right?
Looks like it, yeah. So that's it for her.
Yep, and Doom has one left. With a little, those are some early skips actually.
That's a good point. Still got more than a third left in this round.
Shoujo has to complete all the levels from now on or take a penalty. Still has one left. Thank you, Kevin.
Doom getting through this snow/desert level. Finding the on-off switch.
Accurate jumpage from Shoujo. With saws and conveyor belts that you never know which direction are going to the last second, but it gets through it. Remarkably. Very good.
I'm sure it's always nice for the runners when they get just this pretty straightforward, tight platforming level.
Yeah, platforming seems to be some people's bread and butter. Got a little bit of a mushroom there, too, and she didn't have it before, so that'll help her, too. But there's the axe. Just gotta run towards it. Oh, I thought that was the axe. I think maybe I saw a saw. I apologize. Not the end yet. Besides the damage boost here. Oh no, thought I'd go back behind her. Meanwhile, Doom is still in this desert frozen level. So it's been a couple minutes without a clear for both runners. Same score.
Shoujo grabbing another mushroom, going through the door. Doom hitting that off switch again to go back through the ice half of this level.
Well, Shoujo has to fight, as small Shoujo, a flying boom boom in a cloud. He got out of the cloud. Is he going back in? He says, not on my watch. Nice. Fighting it on conveyors with spikes around. Very impressive. Wall small.
I am really impressed by some of the boss fights we see in these levels. Very creative.
Shoujo ties it up with 4.5 minutes left. Meanwhile, Doom's still on this level. He has one skip left. But it's almost like he's committed a lot of time to it and doesn't want to leave yet, because there's the end.
There it is.
So he goes back up by 1.
You get to a point where you're not sure if you spend so much time on a level and you don't know if it becomes a waste of time to skip the level at that point by not getting the clear for it, because then you have to put in more time into another level.
Even though he was in it a while, I think it said that he got the world record. Meanwhile, Shoujo on that same level right now. And Doom becoming Link, or not Zelda. People pointing out to me a little before this match that they are also not Zelda.
Yes.
Some interesting videos online on what all Link's shield can repel. Swamps and cannons and maybe the sun.
Missing that on switch.
Yeah.
A good little quick time event right there almost.
Shoujo has to stay on this level for the next 3 minutes or take the penalty and move on. Doom was on this for a while. I'm not sure why he was. I don't know if he was dying or he was lost. Certainly a very large level. Meanwhile, Doom's gonna hit it this time, the on-off, and makes it. Oh, there's the end.
Cheesing that end a little bit right there.
That makes him up by 2 with a little less than 3 minutes left.
And 1 skip still.
Oh, that's true. And no more for Shoujo.
Doomsday saying he got soft locked at the end there.
Oh, Doom is in our chat right now, letting us know why that level took so long. I was kind of entranced by Shoujo's jumps on the saw level during that, so thank you for letting me know. I didn't realize you got soft lock, but Shoujo's in it, so maybe we'll see the soft lock. Meanwhile, Doom is in a car level, everybody's favorite. With Bullet Williams coming down.
And those springs really helping him out there.
Staying in the car, going in the block. There's a bomb, he decides to hold back. Or, nope, he drove right through it. Sure. Yeah, I think he was supposed to wait for the bomb to blow up, but he killed it. Meanwhile, Shoujo getting her 8th clear. 1 behind with less than 2 minutes left.
Shoujo finally clearing that.
Yep. Oh, Doom, are you gonna save this? Up. Oh, nice.
Looks like he did.
Okay, waiting for the bomb this time, or avoiding it, I guess. And then going back. I see what he was supposed to do the last time there. Okay, going in the block here. Meanwhile, Shoujo, keep your Link outfit. I think she's about to make that jump. Let's see if she hits it on-off the first time.
It's hard because there's no real way of knowing that that's coming before it happens. Oh, making a good save though.
That was amazing. And so, oh man, she's
stuck.
She can save it.
Oh, but using the bomb.
Oh, so smart. Just maybe ground pound? Oh, she hit it. Okay, so she ties it up with less than a minute left. So if unless Doom reaches the end here, we might have an overtime here as well.
Following it the same way he did before, but making a same save he did before. Doom.
These are tricky jumps with a car. Because you have to change directions and wait sometimes, like here. Deciding here to skip. He had 15 seconds left. He's starting over again. Not sure why. He could have went into that block. Oh, maybe because he has to kill all those spinies, and he didn't think he could do that.
And that is time for the 3rd round.
Yep, so it looks like this 3rd round is an overtime round. I love overtimes. Who will take round 3, chat? Let us know. Attempt at a speedrun? No, I think we already did that one. He's just looking back through them. We'll see which level we're gonna play here in a second. But what do you think, chat? Shoujo taking a sweep, or is Doom claiming his first level? Or his first match? His first round. Yeah, Hero Racing was the name of that level, by the way. Nice.
A really interesting selection of levels today. The first round we had a lot of really straightforward, really nice design levels, and now it seems that it's a little less so.
A pretty high clear rate. Sometimes we've only had 4 or 5, but these have been close to double digits each time. So really proud of our runners. Really, they've been difficult levels, accurate jumpage and puzzles. So it looks like we're going on to a level that has a 1% clear rate and a 13-second world record. So it's all about speed here. Is that Japan?
Yes.
I don't know what it says, but I know the flag. And here we go. Some on-offs and some P switches. Looks like it's just accurate jumpage. Shoujo a little bit of a head start, but if she falls, commentator's curse. I'm so sorry, people. Here goes Doom. Took a little bit more time to size it up.
Oh, picking up that P switch by accident.
Yeah, it's tough to hit it on-off and then land on it and then jump right back off again. But Shoujo making it the second time. Shoujo takes all 3, you guys. Doom is gonna try and finish it out here. See if he can make it the second time.
Shoujo grabbed the world record on that one.
Nice. And here comes Doom. Just behind her, but a little too late. Shoujo with 10 clears and takes all 3 matches. Everybody tell both of our runners good job. And looks like as we he got the world record from Shoujo.
Oh, nice.
So as we wrap it up here, it looks like Doom might come on in for an interview. So hang tight, everybody.
Hey guys.
Hello.
There to hear. How you doing, Doom? Saw you in chat.
I got to relive that loss over and over again.
Oh, so sorry. I mean, I know it was 3-0, but you were neck and neck pretty much every race. You were on her tail, and you know, it's not like she dominated. You were pretty close, and you know you don't get to see her screen, but the overtime. Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to talk about the overtime or any other levels that stuck out to you?
Yeah, so Shoujo did really well. Well, on Sunday when we pre-recorded it, but she is basically better than me at precision. Like this match made it very clear when it came to the precision levels, I was dying more than she was. Now, there were some other levels where she got confused, maybe wasted some time doing some things, and I would pull back ahead because of that. But in this match, the precision ended up winning out. Now, here's the important part. It's much easier to improve the mistakes she was making than to improve your precision. So by the time you get to the playoffs, Shoujo is going to be a huge threat, and she might even take the whole thing. So watch out for her.
That was a very, very good point.
I agree. You know, I want to ask about the car level at the end. Because you had one skip left. You had one skip left in each.
No, I didn't. I was out of skips.
On that one? Are you
I
sure?
was out
Maybe
of
my
skips.
skip counter's off. If you did have one, would you have skipped that one though?
Yes, it was a car level.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions from Ian?
Yeah, when you are watching back a pre-recorded race, are you like taking down mental notes of mistakes on certain types of levels that you've made and thinking of ways to maybe improve for next time?
Oh, for sure. In fact, so I got to watch her feed long before today. I watched it, I think, Sunday evening, and I actually went through all the levels, and I got world records on like all but one of them. I was pretty sad about this, but I'll bounce back. Shoujo's really good. Congrats to her. I look
you
forward
did
to seeing her in the
fantastic.
playoffs.
You just did a little better, but you did outstanding, like better than a lot of people. So I just want to give you props for that, and both runners. Very good job. And a lot of people in chat were saying that you did good, and they didn't even know you yet. So good exposure, good job, man. Good race.
See you next time.
See you.
Yeah, see you next time. And
Thank
chat,
you very
stick
much.
around because next up we have Koopayu versus Blue Chocobo. So stay tuned for a little message about Pace coming up in Maryland in May. And see you next hour. I will be here as well. Not Zelda signing off. All right. See you soon.
They are synced.
They are synced now. Do whatever. In the lead again.
Wow. Side for sure from Cheese. Okay, doing it. Move.